The three-pointer. That gives the Titans an early 3-0. Titans holding to a 7-point lead, 11-4. It'll be Thomas Walker basketball. So Titans have turned up the defensive pressure. And on that last steal and transition bucket, pushed the lead up to 7. Twin Springs. Kicks it over to Castle, back to Ashworth, inside to Taylor, back out to Castle. Ashworth has the ball for the Titans, 29 seconds remaining. Back over to 20, it's Danny Castle. Castle crosses it to David Castle, back to Ashworth. Ashworth kicks it inside to Taylor, back out to Castle, 19 seconds remaining. Ashworth has the ball for Twin Springs, thinks about a three, instead pulls it back to Castle. Back over to Danny Castle, 13 seconds remaining. Ashworth once again has the basketball out high. Ball almost knocked out of bounds with the Pioneers. 4 seconds remaining. Castle's three-pointer's up. No good. Rebound by Twin Springs. Taylor, that's good. 34, Michael Taylor with the rebound in the bucket as time expires here at the end of the first period of the play. And that pushes the Titan lead. Points, 13-6. By Castle. Brandon Ashworth has the basketball for Twin Springs. Gets it over to Castle. Castle lobs it across court, ball stolen away. But there's a double dribble called. It'd be a turnover. It remains Twin Springs basketball. Danny Castle set to trigger the inbounds for Twin Springs with 5:31 remaining here in the second. Gets it to 0-0 Bice. Back over to Castle. Castle's three's up. No good. Rebound control with the Pioneers, and there's a whistle on the play. Fellas on 20, Danny Castle. That's his second and the team's third of the first half. The 23 Cope has the basketball for the Pioneers. 22, that's Derek Castle. Get it out high to 35. It's Helton. Helton guarded by Ashworth. Whistle on the play. Good Titan. Has the basketball for the Titans. Gets it over to Castle. Castle looking to get it inside. Instead of gets it over to Taylor. He launches a two-pointer. Nothing there. Ashworth follows the basketball. There's a scramble for the loose basketball. Called a jump ball on alternating possessions. It'll be Twin Springs basketball. 4:49 remaining here in the second. The 20 Danny Castle triggers the inbounds. Kicks it in low to Taylor. His shot's up. A little too strong. Rebound controlled by the Pioneers. Layup. Whistle on the play, and he's fouled. The foul is on 31, Josh Hunley. That's his first, team's fourth. Into the game for Twin Springs is 10, Kendall Gibson, 44, Anthony Head, and 52, Tyler Webb. As Webb set to trigger the inbounds for Twin Springs. Gets it over to Gibson. Gibson has it once again back to Ashworth. Gibson drives. His shot's up, but he's fouled. Foul is on 35, Josh Helton. That's his first, team's fifth. 8 Seal. Lob into Webb. He turns around. His shot's up and good. Nice strong move by the Titan big man. That makes it a 15-8. Four remaining. Gets it to Castle. Kicks it into Webb. Webb spins. His shot's up and good. That makes it a 17-8 Titan lead. 3:65. Long pass down to Castle. Nothing there. Kicks it in the middle to Webb. His shot's up and good. Nice transition buckets by the Titans. They get the rebound, push the ball down the floor. Makes it. Titans up in a full court press. Titans lob it, press. Gibson has it for Twin Springs. Tries to kick it inside. Knocked away, but Gibson gets it back. Brings it out the top of the key and sets up the play. Gets it over to Castle. Castle drives in. His shot's up. Blocked, but he's fouled as he goes in. Foul is on 25, Nate Seal. That's his first, team sixth. And at the line shooting two for Twin Springs will be number 20, Danny Castle. His first one is up and no good. 2:46 remaining here in the second. His second offering is on the way and no good. Rebound control by Webb. Puts the ball up and scores. Another bucket by 52, Tyler Webb for Twin Springs. That makes it a 21-10 Titan lead with... Nice move by 23. Gibson gets it across the timeline for Twin Springs. Gets it over the head. Head turns around. He's fouled. Foul is on 41, Jason McCurry. That's his second. Team seventh. And at the line shooting 1-1 for Twin Springs will be 44, Anthony Head. 2:11 remaining. Head's first is up, and it's good. Entering the game for Twin Springs is 00 Corey Bice, 34 Michael Taylor, and 50 John Robinson. Titans now lead 22-12 with 2:11 to play, and Anthony Head still has one free throw remaining. And that free throw is on the way, and no good. Rebound controlled by, there's a scramble for the loose basketball. The jump ball called, and alternating possessions. It will be Thomas Walker basketball with 2:09 remaining. Titans lead by 10, 22-12. The 23, Eric Cope, has the basketball for the Pioneers, guarded by Robinson. back to Gibson. 1:41 remaining. Titans lead 22-16. Gibson has the basketball, drives in, whistle on the play. Offensive foul called on Gibson for Twin Springs. That's his second, team sixth. It comes at the 1:31 mark of the second period. Titans lead by 6, 22-16. 23 Cope has the basketball for the Pioneers. Gibson has it for Twin Springs. 1:08 remaining here in the second. Ball stolen away by the Pioneers. 31 Hunley comes up with a loose basketball. Payne still nothing there. Drive, shots up, no good. By 31, Josh Hunley. That's his second, team's 8. Will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. The Titan lead has been whittled down to a 3-point lead, 22-19. But Taylor can add to it here. His first one is up and good. Taylor can make it a 5-point lead with this free throw, and he does. Makes it 24-19 with 49 seconds remaining here in the second. .35 seconds remaining. He drives the middle. His shot's up and good. Nice strong move to the basket by Kendall Gibson. Makes it a 26-19 Twin Springs lead. 25 seconds remaining. Bailey's three-pointer's up. No good. Rebound control by Gibson for Twin Springs. 14 seconds remaining. Whistle on the play. Reach-in foul on 33. Donnie Hunley of Thomas Walker. That's his second, team's 9th. 11 seconds remaining. Kendall Gibson steps to the line to shoot 1 and 1. Gibson has the basketball. His first free throw is on the way. And no good. Rebound control by Twin Springs. Tie up with 9.6 seconds remaining, but on alternating possessions, it's still Twin Springs basketball. .50 Robinson set to trigger the inbounds. Gets it into head. 8 seconds remaining. Gibson has the basketball for Twin Springs. Kicks it over to Robinson. His shot's up. No good. And so at halftime of tonight's junior varsity game between the Thomas Walker Pioneers and Twin Springs Titans, finds Twin Springs leading 26. Game. The inbounds pass is stolen by Twin Springs as Kendall Gibson and taken coast to coast for the layup. Pushes the Titan lead to 28-19. Pioneers have the basketball drive in, but there's a foul called on 22 for Twin Springs. That's Derek Castle. That's his team's first of the second half. Once again, welcome back to tonight's junior varsity game between the visiting Thomas Walker Pioneers and Twin Springs Titans. Titans currently lead 28-19. Pioneers get the ball inside, but there's a travel. 41 McCurry starts to drive to the bucket, but he shuffled his feet on the way. The turnover will be Titan basketball. Webb has it for Twin Springs, gets it into Gibson. Back to Webb, back to Gibson. Pioneers once again pick the Titans up full court. Castle has it for Twin Springs, gets it across the timeline to Gibson. Gibson has it, kicks it inside to Webb. Webb turns around, shots up. No good. Rebound controlled by Twin Springs. Shot is up. No good, but there's a whistle on the play. They're waving off the bucket. Foul is on. I'm not sure who the referee called it on. I think it was on 33, Donnie Hunley. If that's the case, that's his third, team's first. Gibson has it for the Titans. Back out high to Castle. Castle has it, brings it out, sets up the play. Trying to find someone to pass it to, gets it over to Gibson. Gibson drives, stops, pops. Shot's no good. Rebound head for Twin Springs. He had the basketball but stepped on the out-of-bounds line. It'll be turnover. It'll be Pioneer basketball with 5:06 remaining. Titans still lead 28-19. Pioneers continue to pass the ball around, drive. Nothing there, cut off by Twin Springs. 14 Van Huss kicks it over to 35. He drives, nothing there, brings it back out. Kicks it back over to 14 Van Huss. Hunley has it, kicks it inside. Shots up, no good. Rebound Gibson, Twin Springs, 4:36 remaining. Long pass down to Castle, kicks it into Webb. Webb's shot is up. No good, but he's fouled. The foul is on 25, Nate Seal. That's his second, team's second. And at the line shooting two for Twin Springs is 52, Tyler Webb. The 4:31 remaining here in the third period of play. Webb's first free throw is up and no good. Coming into the game for Twin Springs will be number 2, Brandon Ashworth. Webb's second shot is up, and it's good. Makes it a 29-19 Titan lead with 4:26 remaining here in the third. Kick inside, cut off by Head. Bucket does not fall. Webb has a rebound, gets it over to Gibson. Gibson gets it to Ashworth. Nice defense on that last time down the floor by Anthony Head. Gibson drives the middle, shots up, no good by Castle, but Head gets a rebound. His shot's no good. Webb puts the ball back up. Nice board work by Twin Springs. It's Tyler Webb gets the rebound, puts it back in for the Titans. That makes it a 31-19 Titan lead with 3:56 remaining. Van Hess kicks it inside, cut off by the Titans. Drive, shot is up, no good, hits the side of the backboard. Ashworth has it for the Titans, gets it over to Gibson, 3:46 remaining. Castle has it for Twin Springs. Castle thinks about inside, nothing there, gets it back to Gibson. Back over on the wing to Ashworth. Ashworth tries to force it inside. Last touched by Twin Springs. And with that, Coach Gardner calls a timeout for Thomas Walker with 3:34 remaining. Here in the third, the score is Twin Springs 31, Thomas Walker 19. Titans have done really well on the defensive end of the board here in the early going of the third period of play, as the Pioneers have yet to crack the scoreboard. Leading scorers at halftime for Twin Springs was Tyler Webb with 12, and for Thomas Walker was Jason McCurry with 8. And as play resumes, it'll be Pioneer basketball. 14 Van Huss has it for the Pioneers. Gets it over to Helton. Whistle on the play. Helton travel with the basketball. Turnover. It'll be Twin Springs basketball. 3:26 remaining here in the third. Webb gets it in for the Titans. Gibson has it across the timeline. Kicks it over to Castle. Castle brings it out high over to Ashworth on the wing. Ashworth drives in, stops, pops. No good. Rebound controlled by no one, but last touch by Thomas Walker. And into the game for the Pioneers is 11, Dusty Bailey, and 23, Eric Cope. Castle looking to get the ball in for Twin Springs. Gets it into Webb. Over to Gibson. Castle's three-pointer's on the way and good. Danny Castle with the three-pointer. That makes it a 34-19 Titan lead. Bailey kicks it inside. Drives the middle. Shots up. Too strong. Rebound by the Pioneers. Turns around. His shot is up. No good. Rebound control by Ashworth for Twin Springs. Gets it over to Gibson. 2:43 remaining. Gibson kicks it over to Castle. Nothing there. Back to Gibson. Over to Ashworth. Ashworth kicks it inside. Ball knocked away by the Pioneers. Pioneers push the ball down the floor. Nothing there. 23 Cope has it. Gets it over on the wing to Bailey. Bailey drives the paint. Running hook shot is up. Or a little scoop shot. Nice move by Dusty Bailey. Makes it a 34-21 Titan lead. 2:15 remaining. Gibson has it. Drives inside. Nothing there. Kicks it in the head. He turns around. Shots up and good. Anthony Head with the bucket. Pushes it back, 36-21, Twin Springs, 2:02 remaining. Kick over on the wing, drives in, stops, pops, and scores. And a whistle on the play. Fouls on 44 for Twin Springs. That's Anthony Head. That's his second, team's second. Bucket was good by 25, Nate Seal. And it'll be Pioneer basketball. They get it into Bailey. Bailey kicks it inside. Spin move. Shots up. No good. Rebound controlled by no one. There's a scramble for the loose ball. And on alternating possessions, it will be Twin Springs basketball. Titans lead by 13, 36-23 with 1:48 remaining. Gibson has it for the Titans. Gets it back in the center to Webb. Back over on the wing to Castle. Once again, they're still... Ball tipped away by the Pioneers as Twin Springs broke the... Oh, no. Now they're saying last touch by Twin Springs, but the officials are going to talk. It looked like from this angle that it was knocked out by the Pioneer player as he swiped at the ball, but they've decided no to award the ball to Thomas Walker, saying last touch by Twin Springs, 1:36 remaining. Bailey has a basketball on the wing, kicks it inside, spin move, shots up. Partially blocked, controlled by Taylor for Twin Springs. Another block by Tyler Webb for the Titans. Ball lost out of bounds by Twin Springs, 1:21 remaining. Titans still lead by 13, 36-23. Shots up, rebound controlled by the Pioneers. Ball still loose, whistle on the play. Fouls on 31, Josh Hunley. That's his third, team's third. 1:07 remaining here in the third. Tyler Webb gets the ball inbounding for Twin Springs, gets it to Gibson. Once again, Titans are picked up, full court press. Titans easily beat it. Pass down floor a little too strong. Turnover, Pioneer basketball. Looks like the Titans possibly had a layup on that one, but the pass just a little too tall. 59 seconds remaining. Bailey has it. His three-pointer is up. No good. Rebound controlled by the Pioneers. Shots up and good by 23, Eric Cope. Foul is on 44 for Twin Springs. Anthony Head, that's his third, team's third. Pass almost broken up by Twin Springs. The Pioneers have it. There's a drive to the bucket. Stops, cut off there, nothing. Kicks it back out high to Cope. Cope has it guarded by Ashworth. Goes around. His shot's up and good. 23, Eric Cope with the bucket. Ball almost stolen away by the Pioneers, but Ashworth has it for Twin Springs. 29 seconds remaining. Titans lead by 9, 36-27. Castle has it for Twin Springs. Gets it over on the wing to Gibson. Thinks about the three instead. Dribbles back toward the top of the key. 16 seconds remaining. Ashworth has it. Stops. Gets it to Webb. Back out to Gibson. Over on the wing to Castle. Back to Gibson. 7 seconds remaining. Gibson drives the middle. Kicks it over on the wing to Castle. His three-pointer is up. No good. And a whistle on the play with 0.7 of a second remaining in the third period. And the foul is on 34 for Twin Springs. Michael Taylor. That's his first. Team's fourth. 0.7 of a second remaining here in the third. Whistle on the play is nice defensive work by the Titans. The foul was on number 11, Dusty Bailey. First, team's fourth. And at the line to shoot two for Twin Springs will be 20, Danny Castle. His first is up and good. Nice defensive work by Danny to steal the basketball and put up the shot at the buzzer. Seconds up and also good. So at the end of 3 quarters of play, the score is Twin Springs 38, Thomas Walker 27. We'll be back in just a moment for the fourth period of play. Be Thomas Walker basketball as we start the fourth period of play. Cope has it for Thomas Walker, guarded by Ashworth. Kicking in, shots up, no good. Rebound controlled by Tyler Webb for Twin Springs. Gibson has the basketball, kicks it over to Ashworth. Goes off Ashworth's hands, out of bounds. Ball saved by Castle. Nice defensive move once again by the Titans. They have a break going. Get it over to Webb. His shot's up. No good. Rebound Taylor. Taylor's shot's up, and he's tied up. Nice board work by Twin Springs. So on the alternating possessions, it'll remain Twin Springs basketball. Whistle on the play. Foul is on 52, Tyler Webb, his first. Team's fifth. Titans tried to lob it into Webb. Good defense by the Pioneers on that trip. 5:22 remaining. Titans lead 38-27. Cope has it guarded by Ashworth. Gets it over to Bailey. Bailey kicks it inside. Whistle on the play. Foul is on 34, Michael Taylor. That's his second, team sixth. It'll be Pioneer basketball with 5:10 remaining. They kick it in. Shots up. A little too strong. Rebound controlled by Taylor for Twin Springs. The 41 McCurry's shot was a little too strong. Gibson has the ball for Twin Springs. It's on the wing to Castle. Castle brings it back toward the top of the key. Kicks it over to Ashworth. In the corner to Gibson. His three-pointer's up. No good. Rebound controlled by the Pioneers. 31 Huntley with the rebound. 4:43 remaining. Titans lead 38-27. Drive to the middle, nothing there. Kick on the wing to Bailey. His three-pointer's up. No good. Rebound Ashworth for Twin Springs. Kicks it ahead to Castle. His shot's up. No good. Rebound controlled by the Pioneers. That's 31. Josh Huntley with the rebound. Pioneers push the ball down the floor. 15-footer up and good. Foul is on 20. Danny Castle, that's his third, team seventh. Bucket was good by 33, Donnie Hunley. It'll be Pioneer basketball as the ball was last touched by Twin Springs. 4:18 remaining. Titans lead is down to 9, 38-29. Gibson steals the ball for Twin Springs. Gets it over to Ashworth. Back out how to Gibson on the wing to Castle. Back to Gibson. Titans continuing to look to get the ball inside. Get it to Taylor. Nothing there. Lobs it back to Webb. He goes in and scores. Nice move by Tyler Webb. Makes it a 40-29. Twin Springs lead. 3:50 remaining. Cope has the basketball guarded by Ashworth. Picks up his dribble. Back doors to Bailey. His shot's up. No good. Rebound controlled by Twin Springs. Gibson had the rebound, but he was tied up, and on alternating possessions, it'll be Pioneer basketball with 3:36 remaining. Pioneers get the ball in. Cope has it. Picks up his dribble in the corner. Ball almost stolen away by Twin Springs. Pioneers do have it. Get it in the middle. Whistle on the play. Traveling on 41, Jason McCurry. That'll be a turnover with 3:23 remaining. Titans get it into Gibson. Back over to Castle. Back to Webb. Gibson has the basketball, gets it across the timeline. Over to Castle for the Titans, back to Gibson. Back over to Ashworth. The Titans continue to swing the ball around on the perimeter, looking to get it inside. Once again, they kick it to Webb. Over to Castle. Back to Gibson. 3 minutes remaining. Castle drives in. Whistle on the play as he is undercut big time. Foul is on 31, Josh Hunley. That's his fourth, team's fifth. Into the game for the Pioneers is 25, Nate Seal. 43, Lynn Hornsby. And for Twin Springs, 22, Derek Castle, and 44, Anthony Head. Titans lead 40-29. Inbound stolen away by the Pioneers. It's 25, Nate Seal with the steal of the inbounds pass. Cope has it. Lobs it over to Hunley. Hunley stops, pops. No good. Rebound controlled by Twin Springs. That's 22, Derek Castle with a rebound. Gets it over to Ashworth. Back over to 20, Castle. Kicked inside to Webb. He turns. He shoots. He scores. 52, Tyler Webb with the bucket. That makes it a 42-29 Titan lead with 2:17 remaining. Drive to the bucket. Cut off by the Titans. Kick it out on the wing. Shots up. No good. Rebound controlled by Webb for Twin Springs. Whistle on the play. Foul is on 52, Tyler Webb. That's his second, team's eighth. Scores table's trying to get the officials' attention to tell them it's 1-1. And at the line, shooting 1-1 for the Pioneers will be 33, Donnie Hunley. 2:03 remaining. Hunley's first is up and good. Hunley has one remaining. And it's on the way. And also good. The foul is on 25, Nate Seal. That's his third, team sixth. And with that, Coach T.J. McCamus calls a 30-second timeout for Twin Springs with 2:03 remaining here in the fourth. The Titans set to trigger the inbounds. Webb has it for Twin Springs. Gets it into Head. Back to Webb. Wing to Gibson. Back to Webb. To Head. Head drives in. Nothing there. Smart plays. He brings it back out. Gets it back out high to Gibson. 1:50 to play. It's on the wing to Castle. The Titans continue to swing the basketball around on the perimeter. Kick it in the corner to Head. Head drives in. Nothing there. Kicks it into Webb, but there's a whistle. Traveling turnover. Pioneer basketball. Van Huss has a basketball for the Pioneers. Kicks into 43. That's Lynn Hornsby. Shots up. No good. Rebound controlled by the Pioneers. Hornsby shots up and good. 43, Lynn Hornsby with the bucket. Makes it a 42-33. Twin Springs lead, 1:15 remaining. Gibson has it for Twin Springs, gets it over to Ashworth. Once again, Titans are picked up full court by the Pioneers. Titans get it across the timeline, 1:04 remaining. Kick it into Webb. Whistle on the play. Foul is on 41. Jason McCurry, that's his third, team 7th. At the line shooting 1-1 for Twin Springs is 52, Tyler Webb. Webb's first is up and good. Into the game for the Pioneers is 23, Eric Cope. Webb's second is up and good. Unofficially, this has been a big night for Tyler Webb. I had him with 21 points. And Pioneers bring the basketball across the timeline with 1 minute remaining here in the fourth. Titans lead by 11. Cope has it. Kicks it over on the wing. Hunley's shot is up. No good. Rebound controlled by Taylor for Twin Springs. Taylor gets the ball over to Head. Head drives the middle. He stops. He shoots. No good. Rebound controlled by Taylor. Taylor shots up. No good. Rebound controlled by... It's on the floor, and alternating possessions. It will be Titan basketball. Good hustle by Twin Springs, keeping that ball alive. The 50 Robinson set to trigger the inbounds. Stolen away by Cope for the Pioneers. 2-on-1. Cope goes in. No good. Rebound controlled by the Pioneers. And Ashworth has it for Twin Springs as 43 Hornsby shot comes up a little short. Ball is stolen away by the Pioneers. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound controlled by the Pioneers once again. Shots up. No good. Head has it for Twin Springs, and he's fouled. Had a double foul on 25, Nate Seal. And I'm not sure who the other foul was on, but the bucket was scored with 7 seconds remaining. And there was a whistle before the horn sounded. I don't know what the officials are going to do. Apparently they're just going to go ahead and call this game over. And that's your final score as the Twin Springs Titans pull out a 44-35 victory over the visiting Thomas Walker Pioneers.